Hey guys, Miss Singlefied here,
Hey.
answering guys dating questions from women's point of view. I have with me one of my really close friends, Courteney Kay, who is, I would say, one of the best matchmakers in San Francisco. And we're going to be talking about online dating profile photos and also just online dating photos in general.
We've really just trained ourselves and hardwired ourselves currently with like the generation we live in to look at photos first and really judge that. And so photos are really just this like gateway to get to actually be able to meet in real life and then really wow them and show that off.
Yeah.
And so if you have really bad photos, you're just not allowing yourself the opportunity to like really show who you are in person because you just don't get the opportunity.
So what are some no-nos when it comes to your online dating photos?
So guys like definitely should not have the abs selfies in the bathroom kind of selfies, you know, where they're like, woo!
Where
like,
you can see the camera.
even if you have a nice body, like you can tell in the other photos of you in a plaid shirt or just wearing like a button down, like you don't have to show all the goods on the first kind of take. Like try to get photos that are actually like taken by somebody. It just tends to be a lot better.
Shows that you have friends.
And have like a mix of some pictures with group like kind of stuff and then also like some individual shots. Because you basically don't want someone to play the guessing game of which person are you. So you don't want to have like all the photos where it's a big group of guys and she doesn't know which one it is. She has to study each photo. Like you want it to be obvious right off the bat, like which person you are.
What do you think about guys who have photos of them and a bunch of girls?
I think that you're trying to kind of like say like, look how cool I am. Like I get all this lady attention. Like I don't think you need to really brag in that way.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like a bunch of girls that are like all done up at the club and like you're in the middle. Like it just
With
makes
the
you
skinny
seem like a
arm
player.
pose.
Yeah, like the sorority picture.
I personally think if you have girls in your photos, just crop them out.
I think it's just best if you can also have some photos that really show you like in your element. So if you love doing photography, for example, why not have like an artsy shot of you like taking some photos like down, you know, kind of like leaned over, like kind of artsy shot just to kind of show your vibe. Or, you know, like if you are really close with like an animal, like what girl doesn't love a picture of you with a dog in it? Or you and your cat, like whatever, just have a picture
Cat
of you.
photos are great, but not with tigers. Right?
Yeah, it's like, look how adventurous I am, and I go to Thailand, and I've like seen the tigers.
But then I think
Yeah.
like, okay, so you kissed like 5 lady boys before you got to that tiger.
Yeah.
All right, let's now talk about the profile photo, which is your first initial impression. So this is like the most important photo when it comes to online dating.
That first main photo should just be you front and center and not being confusing with other guys. Be very confident with, hey, boom, here's me. Like, here's a strong shot of me that's clear and you feel really represents you as a person, but also like looks good, looks like you in your best light.
Ask your friends, especially your friends who are girls or your sisters, which picture is good. Because sometimes when you think a picture is really good, your friends may not think that represents you in the best light.
I know there's been interesting like studies about how actually like women prefer like the serious look on guys more than smiling, but
Yeah, I read that
so
too.
I don't know about that though, to be honest. Like it depends on the girl what they're looking into, but I feel like you're just looking for a sense of genuine like authenticity from that photo. So if it like is you and you feel comfortable and you kind of have a cute smirk, like I think that's great. If it's a photo of you smiling and you're owning it, like I think that works too. I don't like when it's super put on like the pouty face. So like
Duck
the guy's
face.
like,
You choose photos that are taken on the fly. Someone's like, hey, turn around, and boom. Like, that's your most natural state, I think.
yeah, and I know that's like weird, but just like when you're out and about with friends, you can even ask them just to like kind of be the documenter in those like natural moments, kind of candid shots. And some of those can be your best pictures because you don't even really know they're happening or it just happens really quickly.
Yeah.
Try to reduce the amount of photos with sunglasses in them.
Yes.
There's been so many photos where you just never see the person's eyes, and that's a huge part of our feeling of attraction to someone, but also our feeling of getting to know them and understand them. The eyes are just the window to the soul, as they say.
Absolutely.
So if you can't see the eyes in some of the photos, it really leaves women to question and usually not respond to your email. She has plenty of emails with guys that she can see their eyes in.
And it has to make sense. Like, you shouldn't be wearing sunglasses indoors, right?
Exactly.
So
No
you should be
sunglasses
outdoors,
indoors.
maybe with friends. Like, it has to make sense and it has to be authentic. Thank you so much, Courtney. All her info
you.
is right here, and it's in the summary, so you guys can contact her if you want to get matched up with some of the best talent in San Francisco. That's
Heck
what
yeah.
I would call them. All right, guys, you've been Singlefied. So if you guys have any photos that you want our opinions on, just send them over and we'll tell you which ones are best. No dick pics though.
I have seriously looked at millions of photos and helped people choose their photos.
I think
so I got you.
I've seriously looked at millions of dick photos.